Hi guys, Rohn here. I want to talk about this particular quote to begin with today before we get into things. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they've got planned for you? Not much. Jim Rohn. When I heard that quote, it really struck a chord with me and reminded me of a few different trials and tribulations, but also successes I've had throughout my career. Today's topic or focus is aimed towards university students, TAFE students that have finished their high schooling, or they might even finish their degree, or they're early in their careers. They still don't have it all sorted yet, and they feel like they're drifting down a path that they almost fell into, they didn't choose, and it's not exactly heading where they wanted to head. The great news is I've been in this position and I've righted the ship. I've turned things around. I've lived two different university or tertiary experiences. One, straight out of high school, with no plan, fell into someone else's plan of what I should be doing. It was no fun at all. I took no advantages and got nowhere. It was awful. 100% my responsibility for not getting the most out of it. The next time, I knew what I wanted to do. I had a plan. I executed on it, and it was fantastic. In fact, before I graduated, I fell into a dream job. Not fell into, but I did it through strategic hard work, and it was a lot of fun. 100% my responsibility, which was a great feeling. So what I want to focus on today are 5 things that I did during that second time around, my do-over, to help to correct where I headed with my career and my interests and my passions. That word responsibility was a big one. You have to take responsibility for where you're headed if you want to reach your goals and your dreams in your career. So the first thing I had to really take a good look at was time management. Early in my 20s, late in my teens, I would literally waste so much time. At the time, I thought it was being spent well, watching TV, sleeping in, just bumming around with friends, not doing much productive at all. Then later on, I realized that downtime, I could substitute in something valuable. I could get up earlier and read a valuable document. I could turn off the TV and go to a conference, go to a seminar, go to a workshop, or watch a YouTube video that would teach me something to help me progress in my career. Or I could put that time into volunteering, offering my services, and doing some of the other things that come down this list to get the most out of my career going forward and to get to where I want to get to. So the second thing that I really thought about, let's go back to time management for a second. A couple of things. You're young, you have much more time than you realise. If you think you're stuck on this path, heading towards a career, a job, a degree that you don't exactly want, it's definitely not too late to change course. But saying that, you also have less time than you think. So starting now to do the small things that will build up and help you get to where you want to go. So second lesson, keep learning. Try things now. This is the perfect time to try things, and I've spoken about this before. If you're not sure that, you might be into creating videos like this, have you given it a go? You're not sure if you're into running events, have you offered to volunteer at an event? You're not sure if you really like the idea of, doing a trade or changing from what your degree's in, or the work you're in now. There's so much time to give it a go outside of hours. Volunteer on the weekend. Consume some content about it. Read up, learn the lessons, take the online courses. YouTube has so much free content you could be learning from to get an idea and get a taste and trying things. Trying things builds your confidence in them and makes you start thinking it might be possible that I can go that way. For me, it was moving from working, I went from a mailroom to an admin helper to an accounts person, something that wasn't the path that I wanted to head, and I wanted to get into sports and media and writing. So I started volunteering, I started using my free time to learn about these things and practice and build confidence so you can do it. The next one I did was network. Now, as a student, you've got to go in with people. You can reach out to people and say, look, I'd love to buy you a coffee. I'd love to shoot you a couple of questions on email because I'm doing an assignment, or I want to learn and get into this industry. I want to find out from the professionals what it takes to get there. That does 2 things. yes, it builds your network. So when someone that you've met and taken the opportunity to reach out to, they have an opportunity open at maybe at their work, or they hear something that you might be good for. Who do they think of first? They think of you. You've gone out of your way and reached out before they even advertise that job on Seek or wherever it might be. They think about the people that have been proactive and reached out to you. The second thing it does is it gives you a bank of knowledge. So finding out that information from them directly saves you time. They talk about, learning from the mistakes of others so you don't have to find them out. If you ask the question, what was the one thing that, you struggled with that in hindsight you could have done better? And that can save you a lot of time, save you a lot of anguish. The other thing that I tried to do a lot was investment over expense. So instead of thinking about things as an expense, I try to think about, well, this is an investment in my future. I want to get to here. This is what I have to do. Nothing changes unless you do. So, could I invest my time differently? Could I sub out, a Facebook app, or watch less sport on TV, and sub in some documentary or some, a book of someone who's successful in my industry or my area of passion, or could I choose the expense of going out every Friday night, Saturday night, and spending all my money, or could I save that and invest it, the opposite of expense, into going to a seminar, to a workshop, signing up for a short course that can help get me a certificate or get me further along my degree? Or, could I do some free work for someone? Invest my time. Because, again, helping other people builds your network, but it also is a great way for you to maximize your time in this stage of your career. And finally, the one I'm most, passionate about, and I talk about the most at the moment, is showcasing yourself well. Take the time now to start building your personal brand. Start building a place where all the great things you're doing, if you are investing your time, if you're taking the time to listen to great audio and podcasts on your drive home, or reading books and doing reviews of them, share that stuff, tell people about it, and put it in a home base somewhere like an e-portfolio or a website or a blog or even your LinkedIn profile. Make sure that you're not hiding the good stuff that you're doing, so that when an opportunity arises, you can quickly show someone, here, this is what I'm all about. Or if someone goes to find you online, which they will, everyone goes to Google people before they meet them and before they give them opportunities or chances. Make sure that you're showcasing the best stuff about you and telling them that, I want to be known in this area. So I talk about this stuff, I learn about this stuff, I try this stuff, and if you want to take a chance on me, you'll see that I've invested in it. I've built my network, I've built my skills, I've built my confidence, and I'm proud to showcase what I can do. And I think that hopefully sums up to you some practical and 5 key things that you can really focus on now. Look, anyone trying to change careers can do this stuff, but for students particularly, you have more time than you think, but don't leave it too late. Okay? I was mid-20s before I changed course of my career, and I'm so glad that I did it. It's evolved since then, and it will for everyone. But you never know unless you try it. So if you keep drifting down that same path, you'll never know. And the worst thing that can happen, well, you go back and you work in that industry overall, after all. But I think there's plenty of things that you want to try, and even if it's in your spare time, even if you don't know what it is yet, just give it a go now, because unless you try it, you never know. So good luck with it all, and hopefully I'll see you soon.